Good morning, everybody. We're really thrilled to be here. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Patsy Niaku. I'm the head of external relations here at Talkative. I sit in the marketing team, and my primary focus is to help and assist our partners, giving them everything that they need to be able to understand how to market Talkative in the best possible light. So I will be talking a little bit about some of the successes that our customers have seen. But I will also introduce those of you who don't know Stephen Williams. Over to you, Steve.
Thanks, Patsy. Yeah, I'm Steve Williams. I'm head of sales at Talkative. I work with the teams here in Sweden and the Nordic regions to help deliver Talkative to our customers and our partners. So today we just want to take you quickly through what Talkative is. So what is the Talkative platform? So what we provide is an assistance tool that provides an all-in-one AI suite for all of your customer contact. Now, importantly, this operates across all the channels where your customers want to meet you, across the voice channels, across websites, SMS, WhatsApp. And when we integrate with our friends at Mitel, we can use our AI embedded in those email workflows as well. Now, all of this, as we've said here, is all fully integrated into all the Mitel solutions, the MCX, Contact Center Business, Contact Center Enterprise, the OSCC platforms, absolutely everything with a Mitel badge on. In fact, Talkative itself, you might start seeing it named in some press releases and content from Mitel as the AI CX expert. We are an additional license that you can purchase within your Mitel suite. Importantly as well, just to remember, even through Mitel, Talkative can work completely standalone, so available potentially outside of a contact center or for customers that want to use Talkative independently of anything else that you might have in your environment. So ultimately what we want to bring is a simple, easy to use AI suite that you can use to better manage your customer conversations. So what that means and why customers are choosing Talkative is because we do provide that suite of end-to-end AI tools. AI for customers could mean many different things, and maybe we're using the traditional sense of AI through chatbots or voice bots to try and either automate or contain conversations in some way and provide some kind of AI assistance to callers without any human interaction. But our AI is there end to end. Our AI is available for you as a supervisory tool. It's able to help you at the back end to better manage and understand your conversations or improve them. But it's also there as a support tool for the agents. So AI can be there to help make their days more efficient with agent assist tools and co-pilots to help them better manage those conversations when they're communicating with customers, again, across all of those channels. A lot of other platforms provide some choice for AI. There are other voice AI solutions. There are other chatbot AI solutions. But one of the useful things about Talkative is that it is a consistent multi-channel experience. What you build for one channel is very easy to then use across those other channels, giving you the flexibility and simplicity of kind of a build once, use everywhere type experience. And importantly, it is designed to be easy to manage by normal end users within an organization. One of the key things about any AI solution is making sure it's using your knowledge. And we provide a knowledge-based management tool that helps you very quickly and easily provide the resources and tools, the documents, the information that the AI will need to be able to answer questions. But as well as just building that big repository of knowledge, our AI tool actually monitors that AI usage. It reports to you how the AI is answering questions, how good that's being received by your customers, but also then provide suggestions and guidance to help you improve the experience. And later on, Patsy will talk about a couple of our customers that have used these knowledge-based tools to improve the service that they've offered to their customers by understanding the gaps and understanding how they can improve their tools. AI is also there for you to help you throughout the conversation understand what's going on, whether that be summaries, AI summaries and simple understandings of how your conversations are progressing, whether it be AI monitoring your conversations to capture key data for you in real time so that the agents are not having to remember to collect 15 different data points in a conversation. The AI can handle that for you. and even alert you in real time when specific situations or scenarios happen. It's not just keyword searching, but I can describe to the AI what are the things that are important to me, what are failure scenarios and what are success scenarios, and actually get the system to notify me proactively when these situations happen. And in order to keep all this as simple as possible, all of our AI tools are prompt based. There is no need to understand how to use any particular scripting language. It's not an API toolkit or an SDK of some kind that you're trying to cobble multiple pieces together for. Everything is purpose built and available directly within our solution, and also then provides a whole range of tools and integrations into your systems, other platforms, be it CRMs, be it booking systems, be it customer data in some various tools, directories, whatever it is all built and managed within the one tool. And Talkative itself obviously is not bespoke. It's not a toolkit of applications and APIs from third parties that are all cobbled together for you. It's a single application that's managed. It's maintained regularly by us. You will receive updates every couple of weeks, and our customers are benefiting from new features, new capabilities all the time, and being able to leverage latest language models, the latest tools, AI capabilities that exist in the market, all natively built within their Talkative application. So one of the greatest uses of our AI tool right now, one of the biggest drivers that we're seeing is looking at IVRs. So first of all, it's probably just important to think about why people were using a traditional IVR, right? It's a great experience, 24/7, 365. It's there. It was always available. And that was our goal, was to basically provide something that was there to help callers when the humans were not available. And that could have also included periods where maybe we had limited amount of staff in, maybe they're dealing with the peaks and troughs in calls. IVRs could help us, through their menu systems, identify, who a caller is and potentially even collect the right information and route somebody to the right team. And in some cases, the IVRs would have been built to automate simple tasks. But obviously, if we look at the market that we're seeing today, and we all know IVRs are a frustrating experience, and nobody likes interacting with a business's IVR. It's there really 9 times out of 10 to help the business and not help the caller. The caller is going to experience a lot of friction in their conversation with you. And we can see this from some of the statistics that we've gathered in the market. And it's really important to understand that voice AI is able to offlift that IVR experience and provide that through a much more capable human language, natural conversational experience, and all of those same features can be achieved. It's not operating on an on-the-rails experience. Most IVRs, you are following a specific journey through that IVR and being able to turn in that conversation to ask different questions or get different information or back out of particular choices you might have made in a menu are just often painful to achieve in an IVR. Now, voice AI is able to multi-turn. It's able to move through a conversation the same way we would as humans when we're communicating. The good thing about Talkative voice AI as well, it is multilingual. And in fact, some models can even turn languages mid-conversation, which may be a requirement. So feel free to come and see us at the stand, if you're seeing us before the event, and come and view the Talkative, or arrange a session where we can show you the flexibility that we provide to support those different end user languages. Ultimately, we want to eliminate that poor end user experience, because as the statistics say there, 51% of customers have at some time abandoned a business entirely because of reaching some painful IVR menu. So the return on investment, the cost, benefit, it isn't just, replacing one tool with another. It's all about improving the experience. It's all about offering, a much frictionless conversation with those end users. Now, it's also important to just think about Talkative because, there is a natural thought here. We are naturally associated with contact centers, but the platform can operate as well across, non-contact center environments. If we think about voice AI specifically as probably the main, example of this, there are many, many different use cases that a business might encounter within the organization where a voice AI agent could be a massive improvement to you. Auto attendance. are one of the biggest things that we get asked for with the voice AI solution. Let's get somebody to the right location without having to queue up and speak to a human. Let's figure out which department they want to speak to. Let's get them to the right team. Let's get them to the right person by understanding their conversation. And that isn't something that's necessarily associated with a contact center. It could be on our main numbers. It could be, a specific department trying to identify who you should speak to, who you should get to. Even internally can be a useful tool. It can be great at obviously offering FAQ and knowledge information as well. We've seen use cases, one of our first use cases in Sweden is a hospital that was leveraging the chatbots and the voice AI to deliver an internal IT help desk support. And capturing, customer information, updating tickets, retrieving ticket information, completely internal, a safer option for them to begin looking at these technologies and thinking about making experience with them, learning how to improve the service, and ultimately then rolling these technologies out externally. So there are a lot of options when we look at how you could use Talkative just beyond the contact center, because we provide that multi-channel experience. Websites, text messaging, WhatsApp, voice AI, and email AI capabilities can be used anywhere within the organization, not just as part of the specific contact center environment. Though obviously, the second we begin mentioning AI to any user, though, we're going to get some common objections. And so let's just quickly progress through some of these one by one to discuss, how we can potentially answer those objections that maybe either you have or people within your organization may have. So obviously, there's always a concern potentially because this is a new technology. This is on the cutting edge of conversations. And some people do experience some discomfort potentially in not talking to a human. Now, that hasn't changed much outside of an IVR experience, but obviously having to actually talk to somebody, can be very different. But one of the things I can absolutely guarantee you in any organization is somebody will be more comfortable talking to a bot than they will be sitting in a system, having to wait, in a queuing system, or having to navigate some horrific IVR. If you think about the experience that you're going to deliver and ensure, as we say, that is frictionless, and if the customer begins to get the answers they need, or it can naturally, communicate with the system to get to the right department, right team, get the right information that they need, that will be eliminated very quickly. And obviously, just throughout day to day, we're all appearing with seeing these technologies more and more throughout our day to day lives, and adding to that comfort. Being concerned about whether it won't actually understand us properly, and obviously with appropriate language barriers and other things as well, that can be a completely valid concern. So again, we take a look at your flows with you. Let's think about where these technologies can be used, and we'd always encourage somebody to begin thinking about the simpler, higher confidence use cases first. Those are the ones that are maybe more predictable, right? If you have these concerns, think about the journeys and the challenges in certain conversation types where, we want to provide a more guided experience, maybe just trying to replace that simpler IVR, or trying to give out some FAQ information, which is, it's quite easy to understand when I have a question and I ask a business, XYZ, what is this? What is that? AI very good at answering those questions very easily because there's no complexity in that conversation. It is a question, it's an answer, or it's guiding somebody to the right location. But voice AI isn't a dead end. Ultimately, we'd want you to think about giving clear escalation routes, giving us guidance within voice AI specifically, having that fall over, having that ability for somebody that isn't comfortable talking to a bot to have that escalation route, can be very important. And it's definitely something you should consider. What if it says the wrong thing? Right. So, yeah, I can understand that AI itself, as we know, is predictive and is trying its best to respond and reply to questions by predicting the words and sentences that it's going to put together. But importantly, with Talkative, we're using your knowledge base. We're giving it the information that it needs to answer questions. It's guided to only use that knowledge when replying and responding. And everything within the journey is guided by your rules, your prompts, and your permissions. And we support you in that, that development period. If you are not so comfortable with AI prompting and AI instructions, our team is there and our partners are there to support you all the way through that conversation to ensure that you're building an AI that stays within your guardrails, that stays within your parameters to deliver the service that you want it to do. Obviously, there's a concern, about AI going and replacing people. I've got kids myself, and seeing how that's going to affect the workforce is obviously a concern. But at the moment, what we're looking at and what we're seeing, 99% of our customers aren't looking to replace the humans. They're looking to supplement them with the information that they need to give the agents, use AI to support your agents through repetitive work, or give them answers to info to make them more efficient, and reduce the workload on them, or the stress on them throughout a call where maybe they can't answer a specific question or respond and reply to it. And we want to use the voice AI during periods maybe when the agents are feeling the most stress, when you are busy, when a load of interactions come in out of hours and they all walk in at 9 o'clock in the morning and have to deal with, 300 calls that took place overnight. Having AI there to handle those interactions during those peak periods, during those out of hours periods, to help, effectively deal with as many of those conversations as possible, and only get the important conversations to a human, means that we don't need to replace humans. We can actually allow them to operate, more effectively in the time that they are available, and do the more important tasks than just trying to have to, get on the phones and answer the 50 calls that are in the queue right now, and the stress that's associated with that. People often consider some cases too complex for automation. Now, I would question that. A lot of voice AI isn't necessarily just following some structured flow. Traditionally, like an old IVR experience, wouldn't fit some conversation types because they are too complex, or there are too many turns in a workflow, or there are too many different systems that we've got to talk to at one time to achieve a conversation. Now, voice AI and its tool usage is very, very good, and come see us to understand some of that if you get a chance, obviously. But if that is a concern for you, I can absolutely guarantee you there are use cases within your organization that are smaller, that are more predictable, where we can remove some repetition and turn it into sort of AI automation within your organization, right? So it's down to your choices. As always, don't bite off more than you can chew. Don't get too deep into these. Don't think it's going to solve all of your business challenges. We're very much encouraging you to learn from the deployment along with us and build on these technologies over time. It's not something that has to absolutely replace every single customer contact in your organization, of course. Some businesses, have responded to us and said, oh, we tried something like this. We tried some IVR tool. We tried some speech attendant tool in the past, and it all failed. The legacy tools are not as good at dealing with a natural conversation. The big advantage of the AI language models is understanding, the vast majority, the different ways that somebody will ask the same question, or try and achieve the same task. It was incredibly difficult to predict how a customer was going to approach you with their queries and questions in the past, and build an IVR or a speech, IVR system to handle that. Whereas an LLM, is able to fully understand exactly what a customer is requesting for, is able to understand where it isn't given enough information, and therefore where it should go to ask additional questions. It can fully understand where to go to access resources and information. It's given the knowledge that you've provided to it to provide the relevant answers and information. I don't have to pre-record 700 different, IVR responses to answer every single one of those questions and hope one of them fits, because the AI is able to generate words and information on the fly for us at any time. And a lot of businesses will say, look, we're not ready for AI yet. And there's lots of reasons, that you would need to go through conversations with us around that, whether it be data residency requirements and ensuring that, we're not using US data centers or US resources, and we're using something local, and it supports our compliance requirements, and Talkative, how do you use the data? How do your sub-processors use the data? Obviously, we're here to help. We can answer all of those questions. We have deployments all across the world, and we're able to answer and overcome any of those objections. But just in a general mode, some businesses say they're not ready for AI yet, and fully understand that. But absolutely, your competitors will be, and other organizations will be. And it's important to begin working on these technologies now to working our way through, regardless of what other AI deployments you might have looked at a year or two ago. The technology moves so incredibly fast that something that might have failed, 2 years ago, has probably been resolved now. There are probably better models. There may be a better tooling kit been put together to handle that, or there may be a lot of improvements made just within the organization itself to help you build and understand and deploy these technologies. Talkative's got a lot of experience here now. Our CS team are well versed in helping customers come on board, use these technologies, understand how to deploy AI within the organization, and ultimately improve all your conversations. So key things here: single AI toolkit across all of your channels. Talkative can deliver these capabilities to the customers through voice bots, chat bots, across whichever channel is appropriate, be it websites, mobile apps, SMS, WhatsApp, voice calls. AI can support your supervisors and your business in improving conversations, understanding conversations, capturing the key data that we need, and improving those conversations over time. And our AI tool is there to help agents through the agent assistance tools, and Navi, our little AI co-pilot, to help their day go much easier, to give them the information they need and support and guidance they need all the way through the conversations. So it's enough, very super quick overview of Talkative. We'd love to see you at some point, whether that be live here at the event or whether it be you guys arranging to come and see us online through one of our partners or with us directly. We'd love to talk to you about your use case and how we think Talkative can help your organization. But to give you some real world comfort and examples here, we've got two great customer references that Patsy will take you through now.
Thank you very much, Steve. So we've got a good understanding there of the Talkative AI suite, how it all works and fits together, and some tips and tricks that we've learned along the way from multiple deployments now across multiple AI channels, whether that's voice, chat, email, to handle some of those initial objections. But what I think will be really useful as a takeaway is to understand actually how real life customers are using Talkative's AI and what successes they are actually seeing from these deployments. So the first that we're going to talk about here is a company called Bugaboo. A lot of you who are parents may be familiar with Bugaboo. They are a premium baby retailer. So they sell buggies, pushchairs, baby accessories, etc. at a premium level. So obviously, if you put yourself in the position of a parent, of the buyers, these are high ticket items. These are expensive pieces of kit that they will be entrusting to transport their children around safely, right? So this is a big decision on the part of a customer as to which pram or buggy or car seat that they may go in and buy. And Bugaboo are really cognizant of that responsibility. So internally, one of the key drivers for the guys at Bugaboo is to make sure that they are delivering a premium customer service and experience that matches up to the premium items and products that they are selling across to their customer base. And they wanted to use Talkative to bring in the AI component for their digital customer contact to be able to elevate that customer experience. It's really important to Bugaboo that they are seen as pioneers, right, of the AI space within the retail world, which is, of course, really exciting to work with and to partner with. Bugaboo have started off just by using, as Steve mentioned earlier, started off relatively small, right? So just automating repetitive customer questions, FAQs that customers may have about products on their website. And as you can imagine, when customers are choosing between perhaps 2 or 3 different models of baby pushchair, there will be lots of different dimensions, information, weight, factors of comparison that an agent might find difficult or challenging to be able to accurately respond to. That's where the AI really comes in to assist with that. So what they started off using was implementing the generative AI into that chatbot to be able to very quickly understand the product information that has been fed into their knowledge bases, to be able to generate those answers in a very accurate, consistent fashion. So no matter which customer asks what question at what time, Bugaboo can be sure that the responses from the AI are going to be consistent. Often we see within contact center environments, there is a disparity between agents in terms of their knowledge, their experience, and their capabilities to be able to address customer feedback and customer questions, and to be able to handle them in a consistent way across the board. If you have a new starter versus someone who's been in the job for 20 years, the customer experience is going to be different depending on who they speak to, whereas the AI completely eliminates that. So just taking a quick look at some of the results that they have seen by introducing the AI functionality into their contact center. They've got a containment rate of 75% of all product related queries that come through onto their websites, onto their website chats. And that is continuing to increase. And as another very interesting byproduct of the AI, there's also a very tangible ROI as well that Bugaboo have seen. They've seen a 35% increase in average order value where the customer has engaged and spoken to the AI, which just goes to show the power of that, particularly for a retailer in terms of the ability to actually upsell and increase that average order value to generate more ROI from the AI deployment itself. If I can get to the next slide, please, Stephen.
Absolutely.
So switching track here a little bit, I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about HealthSpan. Now, you may not be familiar with HealthSpan, but they do operate globally. They are the UK's largest online retailer of health supplements, minerals, vitamins, etc. And what I really want to focus on here is, as Steve mentioned, it is so important to your overall AI success to start small and iterate within your deployment. So HealthSpan, before they met Talkative, were a very traditional contact center setup. They had a telephony-based contact center, and they were directory-based. So a lot of their customers were picking up the phone and placing orders manually over the telephone. They wanted to switch that, and over the course of the years that we've been working with them, they've gone through live chat, now to AI chat, through to incorporating email AI, and now they have launched voice AI. So they've iterated and grown their AI capacity over time, right? In small incremental steps, which is now resulting in a fully multi-channel, robust AI digital contact service for all of their customers across multiple channels. So this is something where, again, they started small. They handled the product related queries on their website. Again, if you imagine, customers are going to have a lot of questions about their products. They have 200 plus products in their catalog, with a lot of information surrounding that. It's impossible for an agent to be able to retain all of that information. So they got the AI to be able to handle that for them. The result of that, the customer queries that were product related are now essentially fully automated by the AI. So off the back of that now, they have launched the voice AI essentially to do the same thing, product related queries, customer FAQs, but just branching that out now into a different contact channel. Again, the voice AI, as Steve mentioned, because they operate globally, can handle multilingual conversations, language and dialect changes very rapidly and very comfortably. And they're seeing amazing success, and these successes are increasing all the time as well. So, like I say, here are just a couple examples of some successes. I think that's all we have time for today.